Hi, it's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila. This is Flossmas Day 11. I'm just putting on some cozy socks. Aren't those cute little socks? Today is quite a dirty day. it's it's really rainy. We've got wind warnings for tonight. It's warming up, so it's actually kind of warm, but it's just it's not a nice day out there, but I think the rain is supposed to stop around 4 or 5, so I might go for a walk then. So far, I've been good at trying to get out every day. Let's start off with an ornament. So I have this ornament here. My husband gave this to me one year at Christmas. I think it was one of our first Christmases. Probably was our first Christmas together. So let's see if we can find a spot for this. I think there's kind of stitches there. We don't want a block stitch. This is tricky. I wanted to hang right there. Can I find a branch to come down? Let's try this branch here. Hopefully he won't block stitch too much. There we go. There we go. Kind of almost running out of room. I've also started decorating that wreath I got yesterday. So I will decorate that off camera, and then I think I'll bring it up on the 24th or the 23rd, something like that, and show it to you. Maybe try to find a spot to hang it up there. Okay, let's get to yesterday's stitching. So I had a great day yesterday. Let me just remove the pattern. This is such a great magnet. Oh, it is so strong. It's perfect for holding the pattern in place. It's actually hard to pull the pattern out. But what we did yesterday was this part here. And I thought it was going to be a seal, because that's where I live, and Christmas seals. And then Lisa on Forest City Stitching said, oh, I think it's going to be a goose. And I think she's right. Now that I look at it, I think she's totally right. But I was thinking it was a seal. So anyways, I'm kind of goofy. So it was just all this black, the 310 there and the 310 right there. I'm enjoying that one. And then I have my Frosty stitch along. And I can't remember what she said for this one. I think she said something to the effect of, this has happened to her family. I'll show you the full thing first. There we go. And now I'm going to give you a close-up of the number 11. So it's right there. They're rabbits. It was a bit of a chore trying to stitch, and I didn't do very good, the back stitching. It's because I'm on a small count. If I'd been on a bigger count, it probably would have been easier, but I think this is a 32, and with it being hand dyed and opalescent, that's actually really tight weave. But anyways, the rabbit has a carrot, so we'll see what's tomorrow's to hold. So those were my stitching for yesterday. That surprisingly took a long time, that one. But I also got to other projects too. So I'm not showing you those, but I am really, really enjoying my temperature stitching. It is working out so well. So, when I have my floss tube, we'll get back to the regular ones. I thought of showing you, but then I thought, no, let's just keep it to these, focus on these Christmas stitches. Okay, I'm going to just pause for a second while I open up the tote. Today I got from my husband, Advent, sitting on my chair, mango, oh, that's the French side, sliced mangoes in light syrup. I love mangoes. This is, I've never seen this product before. This is from, and it's got mango water, sugar, and ascorbic acid and citric acid. It is vegan. It is a product of Peru. Interesting. Product of Peru. Huh. Who would have known? And so I have every day yogurt for breakfast with fruit, and I have cottage cheese for lunch with fruit. And so that will probably be used in one of those two things, unless he makes it into a dessert. He is the chef of the family. He's busy making chili today. So perfect day to be making chili. I actually requested it. So very kind of him to start making it. But yeah, he makes, like, does all the baking. I just get to do the dishes, which is no big deal at all. So I'm very, very lucky. Okay, let's get to our other advents. We have Paint with Stitches. Today's day 11. I must always remind myself because I forget. Okay, I've been seeing it for a long time. Here it is. It's right near the top. So just to show you, it's a little bit like there's like almost like a cardboard in there. And I got some more floss, so that's going to be fun. I'll put that on my little floss ring that I'm saving. And let's get to it. Oh, I can see through the thing. I don't know if you can read it. Peel here. Well, it could be a little bit of board for finishing on, or Oh, is that ever neat? It is. It's an envelope that you, a cross-stitch frame card. That's perfect. That's so great. So yeah, cross-stitch frame card. So it just says that you're peeling there and you're going to stick your cross-stitching on there. So kind of like what I was thinking. I will do some kind of small. Not going to do the seagull because then I'd be cutting all that fabric. I did do a few stitches in the seagull, but I didn't bring it up today. But anyways, that is great. So yeah, it's a card, an envelope, and you just put it in the frame. Cross-stitch frame cards. These cards are handmade individually using two-sided archival quality adhesive film. This film forms a permanent bond between all types of material. Instructions are listed below, and there's a YouTube link via her Etsy to add your project to the card. Perfect. I'm going to just open it up. It might be just a frame card, like just actually framing versus an envelope for sending. It might be just more of a finishing, which is great. Let's just see what it is. No, it's an envelope. So it's for sending away. So you would put it in, but you could, if I didn't want to send it, if I could just actually have it posed like that. But it is an envelope. It's a very sturdy board and envelope. I believe she sells this on her shop, and then another envelope for sending off. Wow, that is great. That's likely to be maybe a card for my mother once the postal strike is done. I'll have to find a stitch that will work for that. Okay. And then we have the 4 boys and an NL girl. It was interesting. She said on her Flossmas that the NL stands for Newfoundland and Labrador, not Newfoundland, because that province is Newfoundland and Labrador. They're kind of separate, and I think her family is originally actually from Labrador, although she lives in Newfoundland. So, okay, number 11. Oh, this feels like it's got an extra in it. They just sometimes have that little extra weight. Yes, we do. We have some little extras. Okay. Well, that's kind of nice. We got our little extra is some candies. They're probably, I believe, they look like a maple leaf. I think they're a maple leaf. And so they're probably maple syrup candy. So that's really nice. And our floss is the dark one. It's 3371. I got lots of 3371, but you almost always need 3371. I think sometimes when you need lots of them, you keep buying them. And the pattern, it is, it's not a lot. It looks, if I'm reading this right, it looks like only about 30 stitches again. So I don't think it's a lot. So she says there's some heavy days coming up, but not yet, not yet. Okay, so that's okay. I can still get caught up. And I got a secret project that I'm working on that I can't show you, but maybe I can show you in the floss tube after Christmas because my husband watches this. Hi, honey. Okay, so now our question. Oh, I actually saw the questions just sitting there. So I just grabbed the one off the top. Oh, sorry, that was loud. That was loud, sorry. I don't even remember writing this question. Do you consider yourself competitive? Yes. Yes. I don't like to think that I am, but I'm definitely competitive. A funny, so I think both me and my husband are competitive type of people. And so we do our orienteering, and just today we saw our standings for the season of orienteering, and it's broken down in age categories, and we both got second in our respective age categories, like the male and the female. So definitely the orienteering gives us a creative outlet. Sometimes the stitching, you can kind of have a little competitiveness. I think let's see, like I said, I played bridge competitively. The running was always competitive. Well, it wasn't competitive. I was most competitive with myself. But yeah, I definitely, and this is a funny thing. So husband and I over the winter will do puzzles, and even puzzling we made into a competitive sport. What we did was we took, well, we done it in two different ways, but one way is to take a small 500-piece puzzle, and one person does it and keeps track of how long it took them. And then the next person does it to see if they can beat that time. The other one we've done is where we have a puzzle and we'll set the timer for 30 minutes, an hour, 40 minutes, whatever the person decides on doing. And we alternate, and they would count how many pieces they get in, and we keep a running track of who gets the most pieces in, which that's a really fun way to do it. But so yes, I have to admit I am competitive, sometimes just with myself, but I'm definitely a competitive person. And to me, I would think everybody in the world's competitive, but maybe they're not. So are you competitive? Let me know. I have to say thank you to everybody so much who's been answering questions along with me. It's been really great to know more about you guys too. And it gets to be more of a two-way street, because most of the time I just feel like I'm talking to myself. And I always wonder, like, oh, I'd love to see your guys' stitching. Oh, I want to have some feedback. And I know the comments you can't put your stitching in. And I guess that's why certain people will have like showing other people's work and things like that. And maybe like I will share my maybe in the new year, that's what I'll do. I'll actually, if people want to actually share their work, especially the ones that are doing the stitch along with me, because I know that 3 of my viewers are doing the stitch along with me, and I think 2 are doing the same one as me. But we'll see how it goes. Because yeah, my email is in some of the drop boxes. I don't always include it, but anyways. But I think that's it for me. I will get to my stitching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.